Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the stream. It is I, DIGI Driver. Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the stream. It is an extremely rare Friday night stream. I don't do these much anymore. I um I used to. When I used to stream like 5, 6 times a week, I used to do like Friday night flights and stuff like that. But then, I got busy with work and life, man. Life. Mechanic driver, hello. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you aboard, friend. Welcome on in. Tonight, more scenery dev in Blender. Yeah. Christmas tree went up last night. Yes. Rock on. Fantastic. I mean, we did have our Christmas tree up for quite a while before that. That's us. Um, you know, Up to you when you want to set it up. Happy that you have yours already set, and I'm hoping you are having a very good evening tonight, my friend. Um, let's not waste time. Let's jump right in. Let's figure this out. I am building something for a friend, and yeah, this is it. This is the terminal for a an airport outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Just outside. Just outside. It is I think it's Paulding Airfield. I think. Let me look it up actually. I think it's Kilo Papa Uniform Juliet. I think so. All right, stand by. KPUJ IKO Paulding Northwest Atlanta Airport. So, this place kind of has an interesting story. Of what I understand, they were trying to make this into a kind of secondary commercial airport, and you're going to get an impression of how big this place is if I actually dare to create a screenshot of a layout here big enough to hold the entire airport. Matter of fact, let's do that first. How about that? I'm going to I'm going to actually take a satellite snapshot to help me do my development, and you guys are going to come along for the trip. So, oh, also, you know what? Let's bring out one more of my friends here. I'm going to break out the AI for some fun, for some follies, and to ask some questions along the way. Maybe even figure out the answers to some questions faster than it would have taken for me to look them up. But okay, I will share my browser with you so you guys can see. Essentially, one of my longtime friends, and I mean longtime friends, reached out to me on Twitch. And I said, hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. In not so many words. And essentially what happened was they said, hey, um, can you make me an airport? And they were like, I this I haven't seen anybody make scenery for it, and I'd like that. So I started taking a look at it, and it really struck my attention. Now, this image, I don't know how old or new it is. So I also went on Bing to try to get a different snapshot of the airport. And of what I saw, I didn't see another humongous hangar like there used to be. So I decided to go here. And yeah, the old huge hangar that used to be here isn't here anymore. There are some other hangars here too, but there used to be like a big hangar here. And correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I think that was because they were trying to commercialize this place to be what is that called? A feeder airport, to have other flights come in that weren't going to be coming into downtown or outside downtown Atlanta. So such is life. I mean, there were multiple folks that tried to create a commercial airport that never did. So give me a moment. I'm setting up my AI friend here, and I'm going to auto load my model. so that we can have some questions answered. Question is, I don't know if I want, oh, I know what I want. I want the 7B model. The 34B is just not going to work, even on my machine. All right, parameters. Session. Okay, yeah. All I have is gallery and text to speech. Actually, I don't have text to speech on. I don't think I'm going to have text to speech running unless I want it. Let me actually just do that, and I'll keep the standard character that I have today. Just test with a quick hello. It's not attached to Twitch chat, so you're not going to see it typing. Okay, but it is running. There we go. So if we have anything that's interesting, any points that we think about that are, what am I trying to say? Anything that really catches our attention, then we're going to ask it for some guidance. Okay, yeah. Now I am confused because the Bing map shows a humongous hangar and the the street view for Bing Maps doesn't show any hangar up in front. So, not going to think about that too much. Let's just get back to what we're doing since I'm still working on the terminal. And in case you didn't know what the terminal looked like, I will show you. This is the terminal for the airport. So far, I've rendered quite a bit of the outside, and I'm just using a new approach. I'm just not going to care about getting all the measurements right. I'm just going to build something and then tweak as needed. Because I know I've taken so long to build things, obviously, and I don't want to be like that anymore. Life is short, man. I'm trying to do the best I can, and I don't want to freak out about things ever again. Ever. Life is definitely, it just rips by. And I want to appreciate it. So, we are modeling that, and this is how far I've come. You can't see it from high up, but basically I'm grabbing some satellite imagery so we can get an idea of what we're building. And I'm only going to grab a picture of the tarmac because I want to focus on the area which we're going to populate with buildings. So I'm grabbing a picture, I'm going to put it in paint.net and basically just save it. It's not going to be a texture map that we're going to put inside the simulator. So I don't have to worry about things like measurements and what am I trying to say? I'm not going to worry about where it is. Oh, I'm sorry, not where it is. I'm not going to worry about how it's set. Because if you're trying to create a texture map, what has to happen is you have to make it a multiple of 4 and it has to be square. But for me, I don't have to think about that. So we're going to save the entire ground cover as a PNG file in the same directory where we have the model. And then we're going to load it in as a plane. Not P-L-A-N-E as an airplane, but you'll see. And let's create a plane. And we can make this as big as we want it. And for the sake of putting a texture on it, actually, you know what? I am probably going to purge all those unused materials. How did I do this before? Oh, wait, hold on. There should be a cleanup here somewhere. Purge all unused data blocks. There was a way for me to clean stuff up. Pardon me, guys, just a moment. Blender, clean up unused materials. So Save your file, then reload it with Control-Shift-O. Orphan data, all scenes, and hit purge all. This is old. That's a video. Didn't I save that? View layers, search bar. There we go. View layers. Blender files. I thought there was a way you could view materials. There's gotta be a way. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I saved the link for this. There we go. Modeling. Edit mode, deleting the slot. 3D viewport object mode with the object selected. So we're going to select everything. Oh, we're in edit mode. Now we're everything selected. Pick object. Object. Where's cleanup? Am I missing a chat? Not delete. Well, I mean, I guess that's just the best I can do right now. And that's okay. I'm not going to focus on it too much. I can't waste time. All right. Tarmac. And a tarmac's going to be the texture of the ground. This plane is basically complete just excuse to have something there. I'm not worried about it. Oh, can't do it that way. There we go, much better. Okay, so we're going to scale this plane and also move it. Oh, not that way. Move it this way. Okay, so the perspective is off. I wish I could kind of trapezoid this thing, but I'm not worried about it per se. I just want to get everything set. I really do wish there was a way to actually get the perspective to shift. Oh, wait. Isn't there? Hold on. There's gotta be. Like, I really want this to look better. Can I do a view mode? Default pitch. Okay, so now I'm messing with pitch a bit, and I'm going to try to copy this again. And now this is at an angle. And now I'm going to copy this into paint.net and make it a different file. Wrong application. Let's go. All right, new paste. And we're going to call this one ground cover tarmac 2 because I'm lazy. And now we have a choice. So we're going to replace the tarmac texture with the tarmac 2. And now, believe it or not, this is actually way more upright than before. That is dope. Okay, and that was kind of a problem I had before when I was doing a little bit of modeling last night. Okay. Now, believe it or not, this ain't half bad. It's slightly, and I mean slightly off. Like we are squarely in the realm of quote unquote, you want to know what? I don't care. So now this is extremely useful because I'll be able to use this overlay to design the tarmac. And I kind of don't know. I wish I had my friend Trip Taker here because he, I think, would be able to tell me, he or she would be able to tell me whether or not the the um, the hanger is actually here. So I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to move forward. Am I going to create mesh and everything? No, because in one sense, I don't think that I want to, but this is also going to give me a perspective on what I want, at least in terms of dimensions. Fortunately for this airport, for me, there's not much I have to render. If I don't care about the big hangar that is or isn't there, I just have to render the other buildings, the longer hangar at the end, and maybe a few signs, and that's it. So off we go. What do you say? I'm not done yet. I mean, there's still a lot I have to do. So we're going to point our viewpoint at the building, and the beauty of not having a humongous satellite map is that I don't have to worry about my polygons breaking up or breaking apart when I zoom in, and and I'm not sure why. Oh, hold on. It's because I chose everything. You, I don't know why you have that choice. There we go. That's better. Beautiful. Done deal. So let's do ourselves a favor. Let's get a picture of the other building loaded because I want to see it. And I'm going to grab the link to the Paulding Airport FBO. And we are going to take a look at a picture of the building perspective, kind of like that. So there we go. Let me grab that picture and we're going to put that into PureRef, which honestly is going to come in extremely handy. Don't know why I don't do that in the first place, but hey. All right. Stand by, chat. We'll grab that picture, we'll put it in PureRef, and then we will be able to resize and play with it as necessary. I don't know if PureRef automatically shows up. I don't think I have it up. Let's go ahead and enable it. Oh, it's not listed? No, it's there. It just doesn't, there we go. Okay. So there is the picture that I'm going to be using kind of as a reference point, and you guys can kind of see it in a neat little corner. I am actually just looking at it head on, and I have to switch between my windows, but we are going to do what we can. So I'm not worried about texture modeling just yet, and I'm going to go back to bland mode because I need to actually focus on the walls and how I break them apart. So there are two windows up at the front, one window pushed back slightly, and then just an empty spot right there. So we're going to break this down appropriately. Okay, so let's see, what can we do? If we actually break it in half, that's actually good. So I'm gonna leave the cut precisely like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one as well. And then we're gonna do the same thing with this as well. Let me try it again. Yeah. Okay. So the point of doing that is to kind of start from scratch and to have an idea of what it is we're going to render, because we're going to have pillars that surround the windows, and I kind of want a place to start from. So if I break this into pieces, it's a little bit narrower for the window than I'd like, but it's symmetrical. Question is, do I care about that right now? A part of me is just like, you know what? Forget it, did you just plow ahead? But I think I have an idea. The windows can't be that big, but they can't be small either. So right around here or here is where that split's gonna be. Okay, and I'm eyeballing this because there's no really quick, easy way for me to make it happen. Oh, wait, hold on. Change my perspective and slide over to the right a bit, and then hopefully we'll be able to get this done quickly. That's the goal. For me, the goal is to render this as quickly and as painlessly as possible, understanding that this render is not going to be, brick perfect. It's a little messy. It's, what's that phrase? Unkempt? Yeah. So I'm beginning to understand, kind of, sort of, the issues preventing this from working perfectly. And that's okay. It's okay. I don't know if you guys had an okay week, a great week, a crummy week. I'm happy that you're here, whether you're saying hi, lurking, listening to me while you're getting the rest of your stuff ready for the weekend. Hello. Happy to have you. Hopefully that I can provide some form of entertainment to keep your mind off, whatever you're dealing with, or to, give you something interesting to look at. So, do I think that's symmetrical? I can't tell. It looks pretty close. Try it again. The middle columns are fine. It's the lines that I made that are off on this side. But you want to know what? For me, honestly, there's not enough of a difference for me to catch it at first render. So I'm not going to freak out. If I would wind up selling something like this on Sim Market, it would probably be $4 or $5 anyway. And I'm trying to actually model an interior really quickly too, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. So the point is kind of simple on this wall too. Theoretically, I could make it that size and just be done. Let me see. Theoretically, yeah. The difference, of course, would be that I wouldn't have a point of reference for extending the walls out, and I need that. So let me give myself a little bit more room on this side because I'm going to need to extend that. I see. Okay, 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 okay. All right, and whatever blocks I set up down here are going to extend up top, so I'm going to have to be fairly comfortable with the results that I choose. In one sense, I kind of wish I would have done all those at once. Let me try something funny. Nope, nope. It actually doesn't do it when you choose more than one for all of them. So such is life. Such is life. Um, can I undo all those changes? Okay, good. I'm gonna save this revision so I can fall back on it if I have to. I have a feeling this might happen tonight. Can I do better? I feel like I can do better. Okay, so the point would be, oh, okay. Yeah, so there is a separation on this wall. It may not be as pronounced though, but it's not going to be a part of that wall, that outcropping. So I'm going to take advantage of that. No, not like that, like that. Come on, come on. There we go. Honestly, the point for me is speed, not perfection. Trip Taker, my friend, it is good to see you. Welcome aboard. This this stream, at least this part right now, this is for you, friend. We are working on the terminal and we are going to give this place some love. And speaking of giving this place some love, thank you for the subscription. Tier 1, my friend, thank you so much. Appreciate your support. You like it? You like it? We're working on it tonight, my friend. We are indeed. So we're going to take this place to the top. What they might not have been able to do with the commercial program at Paulding, we're going to do in the sim. And we're going to have a fun time doing it, right? So, I am doing my best to do this place justice. It is entirely possible I won't be able to, but I'm going to try my best. So, I've been working on Blender now for about the past year or so. And there's some things that I pick up every time I hang out with folks and they keep telling me, no, Digi, you have to do this, you have to do this. And I'm I'm so sorry to my good friends like Air Amaruk and Wombi that give me instruction and I promptly forget it. But I'm certainly grateful to everyone that's come along on this crazy journey. I didn't envision myself making scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator again, like ever again. And I used to do it in Flight Simulator 98, and I tried doing it for FSX, but it just I didn't take interest. It didn't take hold. It didn't take hold. And now with FS 2020, well, I mean, really quick story for those people that don't know. I my family didn't have the best 2022. We said goodbye to some good friends and some family. And one of my friends passed away in the beginning of that year, and I went to his funeral, and I kind of asked myself one of those questions, like when you go, like what are you doing? Like, why are you taking your days for granted? You're not supposed to be doing that. So I decided to stop doing that and to pursue scenery development. First, I did it for fun, and I made some airports, some default airports, and I released them on FlightSim.to, and I had a good time. And then I was like, wait, could I actually sell one? And then I did. So I went on Sim Market and I released an airport on Sim Market under DIGI Scenery Studio, which is Whiskey 904, W94, which is Camp Peary Landing Strip Airport in Williamsburg, Virginia, for $6. And some people actually bought it. I want to support it. I want to port it over to, like, 2024 along with any other projects that I have. But tell you what, man, it's not easy. It's not easy doing things like um, trying to what am I trying to say? Trying to do my full-time work and do stuff like this. Yeah, self-reflection is a must. I mean, it's just necessary part of life these days. My opinion. Okay, so apologies in advance. This is probably not going to look the absolute best, but like I said, we're learning as we go, chat. We're learning as we go. And trip taker, you'll forgive a bit of artistic liberties being taken. It's not going to be perfect, but as I learn and hopefully redo some projects, I'll hopefully make this even better for you. This is me moving fast. This is me trying to get things rendered so that we can actually see what things look like, how things take shape, so that we can actually, enjoy them. As opposed to saying, oh, this is like 5 inches off. Man, this sucks. It's like, dude, am I expecting to create the Empire State Building in one go? Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Dude, I'm serious, man. To hear you say that, to hear somebody that actually lives around the area or that's familiar with the airport say that, that's encouraging to me. I really appreciate your support. So, um, one thing I noticed is that this window is going to be a bit shorter than in real life. But let's just take this and run with it because I want to be able to I want to be able to render it correctly. Well, not render it correctly, but what am I trying to say? I want to be able to work with it. I was going for something and I promptly forgot. Ah, okay, okay. Up top. Coffee Cup Arcade, dude. My gosh, again? Hello. Good to see you. Folks, please, if you haven't done this already, go check out Coffee Cup Arcade's channel right now. Coffee Cup Arcade was somebody that I visited a while ago when he was playing arcade games. But then, stuff happened and he transitioned into doing more music, like video game music with the Amiga and the Commodore 64, and now even the ZX Spectrum. And honestly, I like showing up to Coffee Cup Arcade streams and just leaving him on in the background, occasionally chatting and having video game tunes play because I'm nostalgic like that. Seriously, folks, if you haven't done so, please, please take a moment to pay him some patronage. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee it. Mrs. Digi and I are settling into the pending holiday season. I'm so happy to be back at Christmas time. Dude, it's been too long. It's honestly been too long. So, I'm glad to be here. Coffee Cup Arcade, I'm not kind enough. Seriously. I really appreciate you and appreciate your community and just how how um how wonderful it's been to just hang out there and to have a good time. Okay. So, I think the vertical dimensions are throwing me off. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. This actually might be good enough right here. It's gonna happen eventually. Yes, let's go. I'm happy to hear that. But dude, take your time or do it right. Do it right. Don't don't rush on our account. Don't rush on my account. Nail it down. I just been trying to get stuff nailed down with life too. And honestly, I know how we all try to get stuff done and we're our own worst critics. It's been a story in my life this past year. I began working for a new company and kind of got thrown for a loop with the challenge level of everything that I had to do. And I've just been trying to take it one step at a time, one step at a time. So saving revisions as I go and making what is it again? I keep forgetting the name of this place. It is Paulding Northwest Atlanta Airport, Kilo Papa Uniform Juliet. New jobs can be super scary. Yeah, it was last year. I'm sorry, last year. And yeah, it's been a ride. It's certainly been a ride. Okay, so we've got the kind of window mounts in place, and I want to see how the rest of this is supposed to look. I getcha. I getcha. All right. So we're going to literally break this in half, and then we're going to create smaller cuts, and then we're going to do a small cut. No, no, not there, not there. Here, like so. I think it's that's pretty close to perfect. Yeah. So, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm trying to make this a very special Christmas for my wife and myself. I'm trying to actually do more. I don't know if you're in this season of life, but I'll share a little bit about myself. I'm not going to go into details, but I'm going to tell you kind of what's been going on. I am, blank years old, and I'm at a point where my parents are getting on in years. I have told my parents repeatedly that it would be an honor for me to take care of them because I am not letting them go, you know, into a place where I can, put them somewhere and despite my best efforts, like what am I trying to say? Like not forget about them, but let life get in the way. I don't want that. I love folks and I want to be respectful of them. Um OAF. OAF? Oh, I get it now. Okay. So I'm sorry, I'm a little slow, but I come around. Yeah, what was I saying? Yes. I love my parents. I love my parents. My my parents disciplined me when I was a child, and now I suffer from a condition known as respect for my elders. So I I've been to see them many times. I've spent time with them. I've tried to listen to them. No no matter how old you get, there are going to be some conversations you're going to have with your folks where you're going to be like, come on, dad, or come on, mom. I get it. I get it. Um, but I how can I put this? I'm blessed. I don't have to get a single gift for Christmas, and I already know I'm blessed because I have my folks with me. And okay, spoiler alert, I did get myself stuff for Christmas already, so I'm good for the holidays. But I have my folks, and I don't want to take them for granted. I have my folks, I have family, I have extended family, I have a great grandmother. Well, a grandma, not a great grandma, but still, she's great. um, and I don't know, like, I I get in my own way, is what I'm trying to say. Like, and it's like, oh, well, I can do this, I can do that. Duh, 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 duh. It's like, really? You want to do all that? I'll be the first person to tell you that I'm trying hard to establish a future for my family. But I don't know. Recent events have just kind of taught me, dude, you do not know when you're going to kick off. And then what happens? Like all the good speeches and important stuff in the world, and it's going to be like, "Oh, hey, I'm so sorry to hear. Who's such a hard worker? Okay, who can we hire to take a spot?" And it's it's not that companies are heartless in that sense. It's just life. Like you say, "Oh, oh, Tim? Man, I missed Tim already. He was such a hard worker." Okay, well, who are we bringing in for the interview? And it's just like, you that's just how it works. You you get to a point where you, in one sense, you unashamedly move on. And it's easy for everybody else to do it except for the people that lose a loved one. And it's just like, how do you move on? Grief is a journey. I'm still grieving pets that I've lost. They were like family to me. So I'm taking it one step at a time, man. Yeah, yeah, dude. That's why I'm trying to do this professionally. It's why I'm trying to be better at work. Cause you know what? Between you and me, like, there are some conversations I've had at work where, um, love you guys, and as a born again Christian, I will tell you, I have been tempted to tell people off. Like, we're like, for example, like, we're genuinely having a conversation about X, Y, or Z. Are you serious? Or I notice that some people work into the late evening hours for work. And it's like, okay, I get it. You're passionate about what you do. But you started at 8 in the morning and you just turn off your computer at 10:30 at night. And I'll be the first person to admit, when the pandemic was at its prime, there were some nights I was hitting 9, 10 o'clock. And then I kind of snapped, the rubber band snapped back the other way. And I was just like, wait, what am I doing? When, oh my word! When the toys in the toy bin start making noise, no, whoo, that would get my attention too. Uh Seriously, it is true. It is important. You have to have that balance. You do. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they come for you? um, Sorry, had to. What are you gonna do when you get to the end of the month, the end of the year, and it's like, oh, hey, thanks for putting in that hard work for us. Hey, sorry, budgetary limitations are hitting the company, and you gotta go. It's like, wait, I just spent how many late nights doing all this, and the answer is sorry, you gotta go. No, no, I'm sorry, chat. You jumped out of your chair. I get you. But no, no, I'm sorry. That's just not what I'm shooting for anymore. And it's like, I've had these moments of self-reflection where, as a software developer, I kind of ask myself, are you legit making it? Like, are you trying your best? I know I'm trying my best because I leave it all on the floor. I wrap up some nights and my brain is so fried you could cook an egg on it. In so many words. But you get my point. I, there's just some things about life that I'm not willing to take for granted anymore. And part of it is, I would very much prefer not to be in a situation where like any job sends me packing. But I would have to say, if that actually occurred, a part of me would be like, okay, I'm going to take a week, sort myself together, and I'm going to go absolutely, utterly hardcore into scenery development as a business and release like 3 airports in 1 week and see how much money I can make. And then just see what happens. And then if something good happens, great. If something bad happens, then at least I know that I tried. Zombie mode. pretty, pretty like kind of sort of. Um, you know, you can stay up late professionally and you're going to be groggy the next day, but if you have absolutely everything laid out, you can make life happen on 3 hours of sleep. Not that you should, but you can do it. 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, no work days, no days off. Whoa. Didn't see the sun for a while. Sometimes just slept there. Wife brought you food. Wow, that's zombie mode. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. And and I respect the hustle and the amount of effort that you brought. But at the same time, that's not what I'm shooting for. So that's definitely something that I want to appreciate for everybody that's actually working that hard. But I also don't want to put my life in such a place where it's like, you know, I finished the last project and then I keel over dead. That can happen to anybody. I get it. But if I have a choice, I don't want it happening to me. I had the Beholder. Oof, Command and Conquer. What? You worked on Command and Conquer? Whoa. I'm in the presence of coding wonder. You were never more stressed. Wow. That's kind of nuts. All right, let's see. How could I do this? By just doing it, DIGI. So we're going to take all these pieces. No. All these pieces. And we're going to turn them into windows. So that we can handle them like windows. And I'm probably going to do that with this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, the inner ones are just, they have spots for trellises, but they don't actually have spots for windows. Actually, this isn't a window. Okay, so we're going to take these selections and we're going to turn them into separate selections in Blender by hitting the selection button. And now we have terminal windows front. And so all of those things are windows, window squares, window cubes, planes. So now what we can do is we can actually break these down into individual pieces. And again, Trip Taker, I'm so sorry. This is not going to be perfect by any means. But we're going to pretend they did some interior decorating. And we're going to pretend that they made that one a 2-pane. Wait, was it 2-pane? Sorry. That was a horrible impersonation. T-Pain. Emmanuel Linus, hello. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Another one of my friends in the community. And, folks, you're looking at someone who actually participates in or helps run a MSFS acrobatics team. Feel free to drop the link in chat if you want to, friend. And yeah, folks, if you don't know, go check them out. I will eventually be building a hangar for them as well. There we go. That's better. Since he was low enough whatsoever, Lens of Lord Guardians, I said, this taxed me the most hours ever. Oof, man. Oof. And Trip Taker, definitely. It's my privilege to make this for you. Thank you so much. Folks, I'm so happy to have you guys here today. If I get this to a good point, I might try redoing the hanger. And mental illness, I actually tried to render the other hanger on the last stream and I lost it because my hard drive went kaput. I lost a hard drive, folks. If you don't know, go back up your stuff. I'm not even joking. Go back up your stuff. But fortunately, I was fortunate because literally over 95% of the things that I had on that drive were just simulator and game related. I had taken all of the downloads that I had, and I had them on a different hard drive. Oh, coffee cup. Okay, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Yeah, I get it, man. And that's kind of what happened to me. Actually, you know what? Can I like chill for a moment and talk to you? As a software dev, I remember I wanted to crack into the business so bad, and I would literally I didn't start as a software dev after I graduated. Um, I did other stuff. So when I got a chance to crack into the industry, I brought so much passion with me. And I think kind of what happened was um it got drained out slowly, kind of job by job, opportunity by opportunity. And it's not because the jobs sucked or the opportunities were horrible. It was kind of just because, um, what am I trying to say? It was kind of because, well, it happened. Um, I still like doing software development, honestly, but I don't want to be the game developer that I thought I wanted to be. This is kind of what I want to do for a living here. Um, if it is such a thing that I actually want to continue to do software development, full time, then I kind of already have the recipe in place to to just keep going in terms of what I want to do as a career. Like I know I can do things like do app dev for websites, or like do mobile application development or do server development, stuff like that. So I've taken those, what do I want to say, opportunities, skills. Those things exist. They're there. It did. It just like I realized at some point along the way just how massive the career is. And literally, I kid you not, just how much learning you have to continue doing. Now, I'm weird. I kind of like that. I like solving problems, but there's a point at which the problems that I'm solving don't relate to my career, and then they really kind of grate on your brain. So yeah, all right. Can I hide these? I think I'm going to do that. Let me select all these options. All right, give me a bit. I'm going to select all these. Ah, good, good. I kind of wanted to do that. I'm gonna hide. Can I just click on these? Oh, perfect opportunity for me to actually create collections. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm going to just highlight all of y'all. Deselect the ground because I don't care about the ground. We're going to turn this into a new collection because we can and we should. And collection 2 is down here. We're going to take all these, dump them in here, and this collection is going to be um, terminal front awnings or covers. And I'm going to add these two pieces to the collection as well because I want them to go there too. And then, guess what you can do, folks? If you want to get these out of the way, you can just do that. Boink! Sweet. And now I don't have to hide every single one of those things if I want to get to the front of the building. Okay, so we have this. This doesn't have to be that big. Let me see, actually, how big does it have to be? How big does it have to be? About there. About there. So, let's put up a line about here. And does that fit? Does that jive? Yes, it does. Actually, it could probably be a little bit lower. I am making a door. It's gonna be groundbreaking. um, where are we? Where are we? All right, I need to see right under the front door. And that's actually fairly good. Yeah, yeah, actually that's good. I'm gonna dissolve this. And yeah, there's the door. Honestly, there was a point when I had an Xbox 360 and I enjoyed Xbox Live Arcade. That was like indie gaming utopia. So much stuff coming out. It was kind of like it kind of ran almost neck and neck with Steam for a while, in my opinion, in terms of content. And honestly, it was a nice place to be, excuse me, a nice thing. And I um I I liked it. There we go. Okay, this is great. This is superb. Okay, so now we're gonna have the actual front door be a separate thing as well. Terminal door. We're gonna call this terminal door area. And then we're gonna call this piece right here, the actual terminal door. Terminal door area, terminal door. Terminal front door area, and terminal front door. Terminal front door area, terminal front door. Yeah, yeah. I'm fortunate. I've had opportunities with companies that have still given me somewhat flexible hours. I haven't had to do incredibly big or long grinds, but that's what I'm afraid of. So I don't want to let things get to that point. Okay, so now we have the windowed areas, and this actually ain't looking that bad, Chad. Okay, so here's what has to happen. I need to I need to actually split these windows up. Okay, all right, good. All right, so I'm going to introduce a kind of arbitrary amount. Wait, there doesn't need to be. It just needs to be for the border. I get it. I get it. So we're just gonna feel this out. I don't know. I feel like I spent so much time obsessing over the dimensions that I could have just been making scenery and enjoying myself. I mean, if you have a way to precisely measure and to do things quickly, go for it and enjoy it. But this is what I'm doing. And I kind of lump my successes or failures under the mantle of what do I want to call it? Under the mantle of artistic license. So it's like, oh, this isn't perfect. This texture is wrong. It's like, yeah, I know. It's it's the best I could do on short notice. And right now, I'm not doing this as a full-time job. If I was doing this as a full-time job, then clearly attention to detail would be something which would be highly affordable and quite necessary. So, wait, how could I do that? Could I select all of them? Nope, nope, you can only break it apart for one at a time. Got it. So, we're going to work on the window frames and we're going to um, kind of see what they look like when we throw some basic textures at them, but I'm not going to finish working the entire thing tonight. I could make an incredibly base run and put it in the put it in the sim and see what it looks like. But I think that's unfortunately more time than I have for this evening. But I have to admit, a part of me is like, you know, Emperor Palpatine, do it. Throw it in the sim. But I want to take it just a little bit more time and make it look good. Now, there is one thing I probably could do is just make sure that the z coordinates actually align. What is it? That is 39516. So I'm going to copy that and see if I can actually make that work. No, I'm not turning on. I turned on Xpilot instead of actually copying this. Silly Digi. All right, now let's take this. Okay, okay. It ain't perfect, but you know what? It'll do. Forget about it. So, consistency. Consistency separates a nice little drawing from a pretty picture. Okay, so let's keep this party going. Let me actually go into my
World Travel 268, welcome to St. Martin, turn left next taxiway.
are you, are you serious right now? Trip ticker with a $20 dono? Oh man, dude. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate the donation. Dude, I'm grateful to be able to support you. I mean, yes, at some point I would like to go pro. Um, I'm grateful for your support. And Coffee Cup Arcade, making it your call to decide when things ship, that's the game changer. That's when you know you're a baller. Because you can say, nope, nope, this isn't leaving. And people are like, are you kidding? Like, we have so much money riding on this. And you can just be like, I'm the developer. I don't care. It's ready when it's ready. I mean, it can turn into such a power trip, but at the same time, I used to work with a team where that was the motto. Ready when it's ready. And they set the game. And that's the kind of developer that I want to be. Somebody that understands the quality that's required and that understands what has to happen. So that's what we're going with. All right. I decided to actually add some AI to my chat tonight. So, AI, tell me about. I keep forgetting the name. Tell me about Paulding Northwest Atlanta Airport. All right, chat, stand by for voice. And we're going to put the text message under the audio player too. Let's see how long it takes. Shouldn't be too long. Right, early access is now the new playtesting. That's what it is, essentially.
Sure, here's some information on Paulding Northwest Atlanta Airport. Paulding County Airport KPXG is a general aviation airport located in Dallas, Georgia. It serves the greater northwestern Atlanta area and is owned by the Paulding County Airport Authority. The airport has 2 runways, one asphalt and one concrete, and offers aircraft parking, fuel, hangars, and other services for pilots and their passengers. There are several flight schools, maintenance shops, and other businesses located on or near the airport grounds, providing a variety of aviation-related products and services to the local community.
Okay, there you have it. A kind of brief recap of Kilo Papa Uniform Juliet. This is the terminal that we're building for this airport today. And let's go. Let's crank on this some more, chat. What I'll probably wind up doing a little bit later is doing maybe a little bit of hangar work and then ultimately doing 1 or 2 flights in the sim. It depends on how much time I have and what's happening. But Trip Taker, seriously, I'm sincerely humbled by the dono and for your support. It means so much to me. Thank you. Okay, so quality assurance is something different. We help with design, game worlds, fill the game, graphics, all the bug testing and play balancing, make the hint books. Okay, now that's actually interesting. That's a pretty, in my opinion, quality assurance, at least defined that way, that's a very interesting portal between, say, programming everything and just testing or just like playing around with stuff. That's a pretty interesting place to be at. Okay, so what can I do now? We are going to, is there a way, wasn't there a way that I could actually expand something? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me do a search. Blender. Easy way to make window panes. So there's got to be a way to do it. And I thought I saw something. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. They're taking a cube. Okay. No, I just see cube. Professional QA. Hey, that's how we do. Okay, so not a glass shader, DIY window panes. Blender tutorials. Nope, nope, nope. I said no. Thank you. Ugh. Can I expand these panes? Let me see. Ooh, very interesting pattern here. If I wanted to make a star somewhere, I kind of know how now. Okay. Can I? No, I can't use the inset. How about bevel? Ooh, I think it is bevel. Stand by, chat. Okay, I think it has to be one plane at a time. I even asked Brent Sperry and Lewis Castle, what is QA? Make sure the game is exactly what we say it is, and if you can help us make it better while also making sure it's perfect in the end, then that's your job. I don't think you could have said it any better. And I think that's essentially what it is. It's you saying it's you helping to continually ensure the quality of the game while also um while also seeking ways to improve it. Hmm, that's weird. It's just these two lines. That's bizarre. Okay, okay, here we go, here we go. Oh, dude. Yes. That's dope. Being an active supporter of the game. So basically, like, pep rallying the game to success. Okay. Yeah, let's go. And is that good enough? Honestly, it is for me. Okay, chat. Now we know how to make window panes again. I know, I know. It's a real window pane. Psst. I had to. I had to. I see. I see you appreciate my sense of humor. Now, can I bevel multiple faces at once? Are you? No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. Nope. Can I back all the way up? Um, not for that one, but I can do it with the rest of them. Dude, that's too cool. Well, chat, you're learning with me. And then there we go. So that's the window pane, vertical support, and then we take the horizontals and we, is that good? I don't know. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Can I actually, I guess I have to choose them all manually at this point. Right now you're working with Indie Dev, Badger Punch Games, Retrobit. Also let me know that I'm on the hardware QA for Eliminate Down on the Sega Genesis Mega Drive. That's the paying job. Roguecraft is the Badger Punch. Rogue, okay. Dude, seriously, it sounds like you are living the dream. And probably what makes it even sweeter for you is that you know it. I'm Dude, I'm so happy for you. Especially knowing your story now. That just makes me appreciate the work that people like you do even more. A toast to your success, man. Congratulations. All from dude, you have it. You have it. Welcome to like the 1%. I'm not even kidding. Like that's it right there. That's it. That's what we're shooting for, man. We're shooting for something that makes us, makes us smile, makes us really just be passionate and have something to pass on. And our role is to kind of hold the door open for the next generation too. Send the elevator back down so they understand. So there's somebody there to help them climb that wall. I can't believe this. I legit can't believe this. Trip Taker, are you taking us in? I'm I'm flabbergasted right now. I, Coffee Cup Arcade, that's the thing. I'm kind of not. This is I can't praise Yahweh Elohim. I'm I'm a bit baffled. That's what it should be. If you're going to go for it, do it the best you can. Like if and hey, listen, I'll be the first to admit my failures. If you are coasting, if you don't feel like doing it, there's something wrong. You're either overwhelmed, you don't care at all, or you're burnt out. And I know more than a few people, myself included, that suffer from that. Sorry, I was just drinking some water. Um, Burnout is so real, and it's like if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to go kaput. But okay, let's do this real fast. Let me see. There's brick texture on the bottom. Um, and there's walls on top. But you know what? You know what? I came this far. Let me do a few windows on the sides. It looks like you have one, two, three, four windows? Let's see. Wait. One, two, three, four. Okay, wait, stop. One, two, three, four, five. And I think it's the same on each side. So we got to make five. I think the dividers, no, wait. There, there are four dividers on the side of the building. So that means there's six windows. One, two, three, four. No, that's five. That's five. That's why. That's why. Thank you for your service. I have family that's, I think, still actively serving as well. Um, Grateful for those people that actually step up like that. Sincerely. Okay, so let's see what we can do because if the loop cuts that happen are consistent on both sides, they should be really easy. As a matter of fact, how did the loop cuts go on the back? They went on the back too. Oh, dude, that's so perfect. Okay, all right, great, great. Chat, we're gonna push this a bit. We're gonna take a look at the back of the terminal as well and finish the architectural work there too, so that we can make things look good. I mean, good. Where is the other picture? Come on. There it is. Yes. Okay, stand by one. All right, we're going to copy this. We're going to put it into PureRef. And we're going to save this too. Where's PureRef? Here we go. We need to resize stuff to fit. No, not there. There. All right, paste. And then we're going to put this down here because I don't care about the rest of the tarmac. I care about that. Fortunately, this is way more consistent. Unfortunately, oh no, wait, not unfortunately. Same number of windows, same number of cuts. Yeah. Rogue Declan Zero, Raston, Roguecraft. Dude, congratulations. That's great. All right, now, symmetrical both sides. We're not going to go nuts. What I'm literally, ooh, whoa, whoa, hello. I went nuts. Bananas, really. Here we go. What we're going to do is we're simply just going to stretch out these columns like we did on the other side. Not by much, though, because this is all going to be uniform. So, essentially, we're going to take all these columns and stretch them out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All the way down to the ground. Yep. I mean, Amiga was the computer that I always saw when I looked at old software boxes, and I was like, "Oh, I want one," as a kid. But the computers that we had, man, I enjoyed. So certainly not going to complain. I think this should probably be fine enough, actually. Actually, hold on. I'm starting to confuse myself a bit. Let me just take a look real fast. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Now I see. So this actually is not needed. Yeah, yeah, see? Because this was the piece that I cut off to kind of separate the other window piece right there. Yep. All right. Now, um, do I need to differentiate between how much I push out those pillars? I still do. I still do because I still think there's a differentiator. Oh no, wait. I don't necessarily have to. I don't think I do. I could probably do all of these at once. How realistic is this? Close enough. Close enough. At least for a round one, right? Mm, oh, okay. I get it. I get it now. Let me take my time. I don't wanna go bananas too fast. I'm pretty sure those two went out together. They did. Nice. Congrats, my friend. Okay. I think I'm gonna give myself a hard cutoff at 9 for this and maybe do some hanger work. But if I don't, or if I just decide to stop for tonight, I'll probably go flying next. Let me check and see that these are consistent with the ones up front. And it looks like it, yeah. Okay, so extrude the edges slightly, just enough. Probably not as much since it's the back of the terminal, the tarmac side. And then now that I know which ones I'm extending, I can probably, I wonder, how did I actually do the ones in front? Okay, okay, I get it now. I think the other loop cuts didn't reach back here. All right, so let's make some loop cuts and let's see if we can actually take a smaller chunk of this out. And I'm not totally afraid of cutting into pieces even more because I'd rather have too many cuts and clean them up than not have enough cuts. No, Coffee Cup, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. Folks, you think I'm joking. I'm not. Like having you guys here, having conversation, like talking about life, talking about what you're passionate about in terms of like game dev. Dude, it it's great to have you. I I sometimes like, it's like what am I trying to say? I sometimes wish I had more conversations going on in chat, and tonight I do. So thank you. Okay, now we should be able to take all these. No, no, no. Walls. I'm still learning. I am definitely very much an apprentice in terms of my skill set right now. There's so much that I still want to do in terms of like effects and things like that. Um, I'm all, in one sense, I'm almost afraid to get too good to the point where like a scenery dev arm goes, "Oh, hey, Digi driver, like you can come work for us and work on like LaGuardia or something." And it's like I'm almost afraid I wouldn't have the strength to say no because, in the one sense, that would kind of be a dream job. But in the other, like, if I have the chops to actually turn myself into a scenery dev arm and do this for a living, like, what better way than by basically, writing your own ticket, right? Yeah. Thank you. Coffee Cup Arcade, if you have to go, go spend time with family. Love your soul, my friend. You are amazing. It has been a privilege just hanging out, listening to you play music and stuff. And if you play it at some point tomorrow night or next week, I will do my best to tune in. You are amazing. If you have to go, I totally understand. Thank you so much for being here. And Trip Taker, you gave me an image. Oh, I see. Dude, that's a straight on shot. Very nice. And some of those windows go all the way down to the bottom. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, okay, I get you. Coffee Cup or Date, hit me up, dude. I like to be involved. I like to try to help people out as much as I can. I mean, what can I say? Right now, the total list of airports that I want to build is like 33 and climbing. So so it's like, oh, you have an idea for an airport? You want me to build something for you? Let me add that to the list. It's like, dude, just build an airport. Quit taking on more work. But no, it's like potato chips. Like if I hear somebody wants to build an airport, I immediately get interested. So, am I good at it? It's debatable. But do I like the idea of doing it? Would it be something that I would get out of bed for in the morning and put in the time and the effort for? Yes. Yes, it would be. And that's not even a joke. That's reality. That's what I'm shooting for. Not so I can buy myself whatever I want. You know why? So that when my parents get to the age where they have to decide where to go when they sell their apartment and they have to decide if they're going to move in somewhere, I can say, come live with me. Come spend time with me. I want to do the best I can. I may not be able to care for them in the medical sense, but I want them taken care of. That's what I'm talking about. That's why you make money. Not so you can buy yourself whatever you want. Although, hey, I'm not going to lie. I did that for myself this Christmas. It was fun. But so that at the end of the day, you know you're taking care of the people that you care about. And that's the bottom line. Coffee Cup Arcade. Like, listen to the woman. Like, you see, I've had Mrs. Digi tell me stuff like that, and it's like, you're an absolute genius. Like, it's the point. You know what it is? I mean, I can't speak for you. I can speak for myself. I get afraid of taking big, chunky, humongous, extravagant steps because it means I actually have to do the work of determining how much I'm going to risk and how far I'm willing to go to get something done. And it's like, I don't know. Like, what can I tell you? There are people that I don't talk to anymore that I would pay dearly to sit down with again. You and I, we may not be cut from the same cloth, but we have similar aspirations in different aspects of our lives. I'm telling this to myself and I'm telling this to you. Live. Live. Seriously. Seriously. I've had people waft out of my life that I kind of wish I could kind of take my arms around them again and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was a jerk, or I just didn't understand, or like I didn't understand. Like you wanted to do more stuff than I had the motivation or the drive to do. I get it now. Like if I had my druthers, I would be like, dude, live. Like go do stuff now. Do it now. I I don't know if I'm gonna sleep through the night. I could die in my sleep. And this isn't being morbid, this is just being true. Like I could croak tonight. And then what happens? Then then all you can do is measure, not measure, but all you can do is just talk based on what you did, based on who you loved, like based on how far you went with your stuff. And it's and folks like me, we sit in our lazy boy chairs, mentally speaking, and we think about all the risks for stuff, and we accept silly, made up, contrived excuses as reality. So we don't get out of our own skin. We don't keep ourselves out of the comfort zone. We don't make things happen, and we make a decent enough living for ourselves. But we don't push the limits. We don't set out accomplish what we set out to do. And it's like you get to that point, and it's like, okay, so I don't know. Maybe this is me. This is just this weird pseudo biblical conversation where it's just like, dude, what are you waiting for? Go make your own scenery design company. Make more stuff, put it out there, and people will buy it or people won't buy it. Whatever. I would rather do it and keep doing it and keep failing and say, "Hey, you want to know what? I went out there. I put myself out there. I did it." So, it's like, okay, did I succeed as much as I wanted to? No. Did I try? Sure did. So yeah, Steve, Steve Jobs asked you to your face, how do you plan to change the world being a creative in my Las Vegas Apple store? Wow. Trip taker. I went to Alaska in the summer. Dude, there are no words to describe it. That state is unreal. Unbelievably unreal. Like I was living on a new frontier. I was legitimately someplace else. Like legit someplace else. You can try to describe it to other people and you won't. You won't. All your words will fall short. The best videos you take will look like not garbage, but they won't look like they did. You just won't have the firepower to um encapsulate the entire experience. And honestly, that's kind of it. But that's the kind of trip that I can talk to my kids about for literally the rest of my natural life and be like, I went there. I literally went there. And that's the point. Like I got to go. It's just you can't describe it. Like I literally can't describe it. Ketchikan was beautiful. The what is it? The glacier in Juneau that starts with an H. I forget what it is. Handelman or whatever. I went there. It's just unreal. Wow, that's dope. I didn't realize you worked at Apple. That's superb, man. Congrats. Okay, now wait. Can I do this from here? Yes, I can. Great. Great. I should have probably been looking here. Okay, try it again. That is close enough. Yes. Okay.
World Travel 268, welcome to St. Martin. Turn left next taxiway.
Cargo Fire, thank you so much for the $10 dono. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Dude, thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Folks, not for nothing, but if you haven't, I would recommend paying a visit to Cargo Fire at some point soon. Cargo Fire has done flight sim streams. He's also done racing streams. He knows a few things. He knows a few things. He's a longtime supporter and friend of the channel. Sincerely, go check out Cargo Fire right now. Tell him Digi sent you. Okay, kind of always wanted to say that. Okay, so now we're selecting our windows because we now really do have our window texture selected. And we're going to pick the windows and we're going to separate them, and then we're going to play with those by selection, and we're going to say something like what? Terminal windows rear. Okay. Terminal windows rear. There we go. We got him. Got him. Apple, Steven Spielberg, Disney, Atari, so many smaller jobs. Oh man. Yes, we were too. We went to Mendenhall Glacier in Juneau, and essentially, that's where we saw the glacier, the waterfall. It just, like, there are no words. Seriously, there are literally no words. Okay, hold on. I need to clean up my window selection here because I want all of that. It should be all of that. I think so, right? Yes, yes. It should be that way because it is that way. We're going to select those pieces too. Okay. And then that's all the windows because the other ones, they work in pretty much a very similar way. I got to check my corners, but I think that's how they work. Yeah, pretty much. With the exception of some other pieces. That's probably how I'm going to do it. Yeah, yeah, I got reason to. Quantum of the Seas. Um, that's Royal Caribbean. Okay, okay. I did do a cruise and land tour experience. I prefer to refrain from significant details, but essentially we went to Fairbanks, Cantwell, Talkeetna. We went down Studio Canuck. Man, nice. Welcome aboard. 33 months, my friend. It has been a privilege having you aboard for the adventure. So glad to have you. Friends, if you haven't already done so, go check out Studio Canuck's channel. Studio Canuck, I feel, is on his way to really just being just a workhorse in terms of flight sim streams and content. He really gives it his effort. Has a wonderful stream setup. The sim rig is absolutely fire right now, and he flies to Canada, occasional trips to the U.S. I think the Caribbean and Europe and Australia and New Zealand. Yes, we do need those rounded top windows. I just figured out a way to make stuff like that happen. It's probably not going to happen tonight, but we are going to establish them um, eventually. Yes. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take those other edges out. But tell you what, we'll do that next. Give me a bit. Now I can do terminal windows rear. terminal windows rear. Okay, now I can pick this and choose these edges and bring them up front because I want to. I think that's how it works too, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Not totally, not as significantly as the other ones, but yeah. And then we extrude a touch. I could probably be a lot more precise if I wanted to. Why are we right about there? Okay. Bam. Okay. That'll do. That'll do, chat. Yes, you would have to be very, very, very decisive with your polygon choices. So I would need to flex so much memory in terms of texture mapping and shading and tricking the eye into thinking something has more polygons than it actually does. But that's the cool thing. All those old platforms, man, you got so many miles out of those the code and the textures and polygons. So yeah, I get you, man. I get you. All right, so we're gonna do this one at a time. These should be the same. Yeah, they are. They are. Oops. All right, and same thing. Oh wait, hold on. I goofed that one. All right, so big windows on the bottom, smaller windows on top. No, no. Here. Is it center? I'm a bit persnickety about that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, being challenged, being motivated to actually thrive in certain kinds of situations. That's when those are times I catch myself as a developer going like really appreciating the grind to that extent. Like those are the moments that where you go, "Oh man, this is so dope." Like that's why I like being a programmer. And sometimes it's not the best, but that's life. That's a challenge. It's what we're called to. Life is a risk. You're not getting out of it alive. So you might as well live. Yes, yes. In the vernacular of the kids today, flex. I guess so. All right. Nope, nope, nope. Two. Or the running joke, two pain. I know, I know. Dad jokes. I don't even have kids. Well, I have cats, so there you go. That's my fam. But um, to be honest, this kind of became a hidden, you know, passion project of mine. Well, Coffee Cup Arcade. How can I put it? You have blessed me with your presence here. And to be able to say that I know you long before I understood the gravity of the games that you helped create, like, dude, I like you. you've you've gotten through life with your battle damage, and you have stories to tell. God bless you. As I can tell people, more often than not, y'all need Jesus, but no matter what you choose, I love you anyway. I mean, I, as a born again believer, want everybody to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and be saved through life and be saved from hell in the next one. But I want you guys to choose for yourselves about what you want to believe about life and what you want to believe about this life and the life to come. As a Christian, it's my hope that everybody comes to know Jesus. But if you choose not to and you just want to hang out here, cool, cool. It is your choice. But at the same time, I'm happy that you're choosing to spend time here with me because I appreciate you and I want you to be successful. Even if we disagree on things, even if there's certain aspects of life that we can't see eye to eye on, I appreciate you as a person. I want you to know that. And I'm grateful that you're here. Even if you're lurking, even if the only thing you're doing right now is listening, or you have the volume completely muted, in which case you're not hearing me talk anyway, but you're watching me design stuff. So thank you. Be the best you can to the people you surround yourself with. Honestly, I don't know if I could I don't know if I could provide a better life quote other than the scriptures that I know from the Bible. So, you speak with wisdom, sir. Thank you. And in case you guys are wondering why I'm working on this, so the folks that showed up a little while ago, this is what it's going to look like in a sense. This is where it's going to be when it's done. You're looking at the parking for the FBO for Paulding Northwest Atlanta Airport. Oh, wait. Did I actually say that? Did I actually say it the right way? Yes, I did. I remembered. But yeah, this is the FBO. There was supposed to be a project to commercialize this place, to turn it into like a commercial terminal. But it fell through so many hands, and I think it got struck down so many times that I think the folks at the airport are just like, nah, just give us the FBO. That's it. So so there we go. That's the whole place in perspective, and probably making the other hangars and other office buildings is probably going to be less intricate than this, but there's no excuse for not giving it more detail. So it is possible to create details, you know, where most folks wouldn't be looking. But give me a bit. Okay, good. I did actually create separate separations for the window panes. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, so now we're going to select all these window panes, or excuse me, all these dividers. I guess they're called window panes. I thought the window panes were the actual sheets of glass or whatever. Thank you. Thank you, friend. So we're going to just take this really easy and we're going to bevel these out. And when you do that, you get that. It's hard to see if you're not up close. So I'm going to lower the intensity of light bouncing off here. Okay. Need to come through? Need to come through, or how you doing? Okay, sweetie. Okay. Okay. Actually, we're past the hard deadline, but I don't care. In terms of design, I might stop with the edits that I've done to this building tonight and go fly in the sim. I think that's a good idea, actually. Window grills, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And here's the trick. We want to try to make the bottom ones about as consistent as the top ones. So I am eyeballing it, so expect it to be slightly inconsistent, but we're going to have fun anyway, right? That's too much. That's about right. Yep. Okay. So the point of the window grills would be to separate the windows so that we could actually have separate panes of glass looking in. And then we would be able to um, color the window grills and have separate MSFS glass treated window panes so that you can actually see inside the building. Also, chat, I think I have a theory for how to actually effectively light the insides of buildings. And I'm not going to lie, I'm low key slightly excited about the experiments that are coming to see if we can actually make stuff happen, make really cool things happen. Because for a long time, I was trying to figure out how to appropriately light buildings and have the lights show up. And it stumped me for a long while. And then I think we finally figured it out. All right, how are we doing here? How do they look compared to the ones up front? The ones up front are okay, they're a bit bigger. So there we go. Now we can make them a bit bigger from out here. Okay, I think that's actually going to work. That sounds right. That sounds right. In one sense, I like the idea of doing stuff like that, but in the other, I don't know if I have the uh, uh, capacity to be able to make perfect measurements with the progress that we've made so far. But at the same time, I think, like I said before, again, eventually, if I pursue this with the quickness, then the idea would be to create these things down to the measurements so that we know where those lines are supposed to go and all this stuff. Yeah, like it won't be perfect to scale, and I may have to play around with the scaling when I actually put it in the sim. But I found and feel free to comment and chat, but I found that the more that I obsess about trying to get something perfect the first time, the more toxic the experience becomes. Yes, it is important to do the absolute best you can to finish projects or to do things right. But have you ever have you ever paralyzed yourself mentally because you've tried to figure everything out about a project before you even get started? And you just find yourself going like, wait, like I can't do this. Like I don't know how to get started. For me, it's because I spend too much time thinking about every single variable. When it's like there's certain things that you're only going to figure out by practice. Like I only it sounds so cliche. I got better at Blender by getting better at Blender. Like I literally there was a point where creating anything was so daunting and intimidating. I didn't know how I was going to strike out on my own. And then it kind of happened because the Lord my God is an awesome God and he gave me wisdom. And that mixed with the fire under my butt to say, okay, we're going to build something. And the first few renders are going to suck. And that's kind of how it works. That's pretty much it. Yes. Yes. And Mrs. Digi has been an absolute just blessing in terms of motivation. And she has checked up on me and she reminds me repeatedly, hey, listen, like you can do this. Go for it. Telling you, man, a good woman. I got a winner. I got a winner. Married for a chunky time. We have been married for a chunky time. And I tell you what, I've known some folks that have been married longer than me. I've known some folks that have just gotten married or are married less than me. And I've known some folks that have been married and got divorced. And my heart goes out to them too. Um, but I will say, having somebody to be able to navigate this craziness called life, for me, that's a blessing. And it's worth so much money spent and so many weird and crazy adventures we've been on. It's worth it all. Thank you, Trip Taker. I appreciate that. For me, that person's Jesus. Yeah, yeah. I know someone that's been married 4 times. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, I will not judge you at all. I don't understand the situation behind that. And you do, and they do, and this is how it works. Dude, I'm so happy for you in terms of your happiness with regards to where you are. Um, that's superb. That's superb. Genuinely, genuinely. Okay, I know I keep saying I'm gonna wrap up, but but I can't leave well enough alone. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me think about this for a bit. What are we missing? I don't know. I don't know. What are these other panes? Oh, they're the window panes on the other side. Got it. Got it. That's why I can't see them all. Weird, but cool. Chat, I don't I don't know. Dude, like, oh, I know exactly what I can do. Stand by. I know exactly what I can do. There is one small touch that needs to happen to be able to cement all of this appropriately. Um, no, these are good. These are good. We are going to inset these windows ever so slightly to make those window grills actually be three-dimensional. Hmm. Yeah, it does kind of. It does. And now we're going to take this to the next level. And then I think at that point, I'm going to stop because it'd be tempting for me to pick out textures and stuff, but I don't have the time for that tonight. I didn't have the time for that tonight. I should have stopped about 15 minutes ago, but that's okay. Now we inset, and now we have window panes. Look at that. Okay, so on the inside, I need to work on how everything's actually going to look laid out. But we do actually kind of sort of have an interior. It's not official. It's just an empty shell. But now we actually have window panes, which is utterly dope. So we're going to do the same thing, more or less, with these. Thank you. So now we just need to do the same with the back windows. And then we can call this stage of development done. Make your backup copies tonight, Digi. Don't forget. Because this is going to take a while to do. But, oh wait, I want to be more in front of the windows. Got it. I have to pick the individual windows because I don't want to pick the window grills as well. I want the windows to inset to give the illusion of three-dimensional, not illusion, actually make those grills three-dimensional. Yarp, yarp. You got it, Studio Canuck. Absolutely. Dude, I told you, like, my hard drive went kaput. It was literally because I kept making backups of the scenery files that I'm not here going, I lost everything. Because that would have been a bummer. And yes, I did it manually, and I could probably set up a NAS or something and get all that stuff set. It's probably going to be the next step I get when I get a chance to really sit down and step through the process. But um, I'm going to probably do that over the holidays. Wait, what am I doing? Why is that not working? Hello? Oh, wait. Did I not choose them? Yeah, let's go. Choose those. There we go. Now it's working. Okay. Blazing Star. So now we can inset them slightly and just a bit, just enough. And there we go. Those are the window panes, and now we actually have window panes for the windows. Folks, I'm going to call this revision done for tonight. That is so cool. And yes, I know it's not done yet, and yes, I know I have no door, but this is the interior. I have a lot of work to do here, but essentially, there is going to be an interior, no matter how basic, and you're going to be able to walk through it. There we go, folks. Slap another revision number on this puppy and call it done for tonight. Okay. And, because I am supremely persnickety, I'm going to make a backup copy of the stuff right now. So, you're going to hear some computer noises. And we're going to connect this to the computer ever so gently. And you're going to, let's see, where is it? Right here. That was a good dun dun dun. And now the other drive should be available, and we should be able to make a backup copy of it. So, okay. Um, yeah, you're gonna start asking developers to make interiors to the interior items in the interior of the terminals. So, okay, what you're saying is it's like for example, um, what's one airport that I haven't designed yet that you want me to make in Canada? So yeah, so Studio Canuck is like, okay, Comox Valley, passenger terminal, bathroom. I want toilets or we riot. It's just like there was wait, who was it? Was it any builds that actually put urinals in the men's room at one of the terminals in LAX? I think it was. I think it was. I want to say it was them. No, I'm not joking. Like it was either Canuck or Pure Luck that showed it, and literally we we toured to the the we went through the terminals and we saw the bathrooms. So we walked into the bathrooms and there were men's urinals. Oh, you mean airport gate computer? Oh my word! Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, okay. So that would be something Crash Desktop Designs would be famous for. So, park the plane, go in drone mode, go in a building, go in the passenger terminal, go up to the rental car counter, walk up to the computer, look at the terminal, look inside the computer, and see a CPU with water cooled animation with RGB spinning. Nice. Well, dude, Easter eggs are my thing. Coffee Cup Arcade. That sounds great. But yeah, yeah, I think RGB everything. Ah, uh, Canuck, I think we're going to be continuing this conversation on your stream tonight. I think so. So, hold on. I'm making the backup copy chat. Uh, and there we go. All right, so I'm copying the files over so that I don't lose stuff, unless of course my portable drive goes, in which case I'm a host. So, but listen, at that point, this is in the Lord's hands, and I'm not taking His name in vain. I legit mean that. Like, this is in His hands, and I have to realize that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can confirm. I mean, unless I have to go. But yeah. Oh, look at that. Let me check it out. Superb. It can be removed. Sweet. Okay, so we made the backup copy, kids. Now we can play. We've done our homework. We've done our homework. We can play now. So, what I'm probably going to do is grab a GA plane and go fly around someplace. Of course, I could probably just fly around one of my favorite spots. So we'll see. Let's grab the joystick and probably fly for maybe an hour or so, or at least a half an hour. And then like stop streaming, go chat with people, catch up with Mrs. Digi, and have a weekend, you know? So let's do this. Oh, Canuck, Coffee Cup Arcade streams great video game music, and he's played arcade games in the past. But the really cool thing about Coffee Cup Arcade has just been the community and the fellowship that we've had, swapping stories about things like software development and like video games in general. So, oh yeah, we have. Yep. So there you go. Connect. Go check Coffee Cup Arcade. You won't be disappointed. All right. Let me clean up here. Get rid of some of the other files that I have open. And we are going to say goodnight to PureRef for now. And I'm going to save this as something. I'm assuming you guys can't see the thingamabob. Good. So we're going to call this KPUJ. And that's for the terminal. And there we go. There's my scene in PureRef saved. I can close this now. And now we can, I think, probably also close Minecraft as well, because we're going to go fly in a sim. There we go. All right. So, chat, we're not done streaming. We're going to go fly in the sim for a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and take a GA plane of all things. I know, it's shocking. And we're actually going to fly and have fun. Because I know I'm capable of just sucking the fun out of sim flights sometimes, but I think it's actually, a thing. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to scale down to at least 1440p because my computer is not that potent, believe me. Even though I say it is, it ain't. Can I go all the way down to 1080p? Actually, for the sake of the channel, I probably will. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I need my frame rates. I need them badly. So give me a bit. I need to minimize this window and reopen it. All right, let's get the sounds up. Hey, I mean, you're certainly welcome to try to jump into the community. We would be happy to have you. There's so many things that you can see in the world, and FS 2020 has actually come a very, very long way. The only thing that I would probably mention as a precaution would be um, it's a pretty deep rabbit hole. So if you actually get passionate about flight simming, you you and your wallet may have some arguments. Not to mention that I'm a senior developer. Shameless plug. But if even if you don't buy a single add-on, depending on what version of flight sim you get, even the standard version. Oh, I think it is still possible to download an X-wing or TIE fighter and fly in the sim. So you can fly an X-wing around the world if if you have a compatible model, which they probably do on flightsim.to. Yep, there you go. Oh, okay. So you're saying you have Microsoft Flight Simulator on Xbox Game Pass? Yeah, the Game Pass gives you the standard version, so you can fly it um, and see a pretty good representation of places around the world. So yeah. Ah man, guys, I'm I'm still kind of reeling a bit. Your demonstration of support tonight, it just I'm just kerbobbled. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful having you guys come along tonight. I was hoping for some folks to come in and say hi and, break up the quiet and the music a little bit. I was not expecting this. Thank you. Okay, so let me close some of the windows down. Ryzen 9. Okay. 6900 HX. So 4.9 gig boost clock, I think, or max boost. Of course, we know that just means, starting line. Radeon 680, 12 CUs, 2400 megahertz GPU, 32 gigs. Okay, that's 32 gigs of RAM. That's 12. I think it's a 12 gig for the GPU. G-Skill Ripjaw memory, 1 TB. Oh yeah, let's go. Trip Taker, thank you so much for stopping in today. I just, it's a privilege having you here. I'm glad to have you folks come along. Like, I'm saying this and it sounds like a broken record. Guys, seriously, thank you for being here. Thank you. Let's go have some fun. Let's go fly. I am enjoying things like the helicopter. I've done a whole bunch of flights in Orlando. Let me see if I can find someplace else we can fly to that I haven't actually visited that might be really enjoyable. Um, what about, what about, let me see, Montana, Bozeman, Jackson Hole's around here somewhere. I kind of gravitate to the Midwest sometimes. Yeah, so Coffee Cup Arcade, the Alienware has specs probably close to what I have right now. I have a 5900X with a 3060 GTI. So, a TI. So basically, it's kind of what I'm running this on. So if you have an Xbox One S, it'll probably be closer to the bottom of the stack for mid-range PCs, but you can still play the sim. Yeah, like you could easily run it on the Alienware. Easily. Um, you know what? You know what? Oh no, wait, there's not a lot of stuff there really. St. Louis, Oklahoma City, Dallas Fort Worth. You know what? You know what? I've been curious. I've been hearing reports about Dallas Fort Worth, and I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see what's up with this airport, and if there's a problem with the texturing here. So we're gonna do a flyover for fun, and I just want to see what's going on. All right, make it an afternoon flight. Oh, okay. So you have an Xbox One X and an Xbox Series S. Yeah, I think either one of those should have no problem flying the sim. All right, let's do this. About a half an hour to an hour flight tonight, probably closer to half an hour, and we'll see what happens. And yes, 1080p resolution because frame rate. I'm a frame rate junkie. I admit it. I like smoothness. That's why I have my texture resolution set to low, so that I don't have. I hopefully have fewer stutters when I get close to landing. Well, put it this way, Coffee Cup Arcade. Um, when I first learned, I was flying the game like an arcade game. I got to the point where I said, "Okay, let me try learning some more," and then I got to it. So, let's give this a go. All right. So, we are in the Cabri G2 helicopter. It is a French helicopter and it is beautiful, magnifique. So, from this altitude, the bespoke version of Dallas doesn't look bad. This is Dallas Fort Worth. Um, I guess it's folks that don't have the bespoke version of Dallas that have issues. Mine seems to look okay. Maybe I'm missing something. Then factor in real world ATC. Yep, and we're talking about stuff like VATSIM or just having real flights. Like this is quasi real like ATC live traffic. It's probably about maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes slower than real life. But yeah. Oh, wait. Stop. I'm getting closer to the ground. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So the closer I get, for some reason, oh, well, no, I mean, I did pick low resolution textures or lower texture sheets, but I'm starting to see something going on here. I could be missing something, but it looks like we have issues with mesh here. Heh. Hello. Hello. How you doing? The the model matching isn't the best, but that's okay. I'll take what I can get. The lights are floating. Yeah, yeah. It looks like the bespoke scenery definitely has elevation issues. So I wonder what's up. Actually, hold on. Let me test something really fast. All right, let's put this thing down. Okay, so let's see where we are. This is ground. I'm not sinking through the floor, and the lights are hovering. That's that's not ideal, but I mean, okay. I was expecting to see completely, utterly destroyed sat nav imagery on the ground. So, all right, let's check collision detection right about here. No, that's pretty solid. That's good. Yeah, I mean, this this looks it. But I guess the mesh is off a little bit. Um, let's take a look. The the ground textures at this point look okay. There's a slight dip here. It's like elevation is slightly off. I mean, you could probably apply some terrain flattening in spots, maybe to make things more consistent. Um, I mean, it ain't perfect, but let me stop for a bit. Hold on. Let's switch over a little bit to the left. And The bespoke scenery does not look bad in terms of attention to detail. It's like, Digi, what are you talking about? It sucks. It's horrible. Well, is it perfect? Probably not. Is it good enough for me to fly into right now? Based on first glance, it doesn't look atrocious, but I haven't taken a look at the runway slope. So I don't know if there's something up with that. I mean, I doubt that any of these buildings are actually going to have well-modeled interiors, but if a bespoke airport gives me just enough details and keeps the frame rate up, this is good. This is not hard. Wait, wait. I see a moving train. I see a moving train. Let's go catch up. I want to see it. Oh, cool. It's coming this way. All right, stop. Stop. Not stop. Cut the speed. Cut the speed. It's probably going to go under me. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Right there. Yeah, dude. I mean, you got a moving train. And it stops. Come on. I'm easy to please, can you tell? Okay. All right. Would I like to see more detail? Who wouldn't? You've got parking garages with actual cars parked there. And actually, these cars are nicely modeled. Okay, all right. Sanity check. Let's see if this is actually solid or if I'm going to float through. Let's have some fun. Ooh, dude, this is actually solid. In a sense. It's okay. It's okay. It's a complex object that probably has a collision box that meets the needs of the scenery. You're not going to park a Cessna on top of this, are you? There you go. Yeah, seriously, like um this is what you call a bespoke airport. This is a somewhat handmade airport in the sim, which is better than the standard scenery. I probably have an airport like this because I paid extra for the premium deluxe version. There's standard, deluxe, and premium deluxe. With the premium deluxe, I get every plane that was available for release, including the 787 and the 747. I think the 747 is a standard in pretty much any version that you buy. There's just other planes that you get, like the I think the Citation Longitude, which is a swanky business jet. And I mean, the bespoke airports don't have every single detail known. I mean, if you want that, support a payware developer and buy their version of the airport. The point is that the bespoke airport does a closer job of modeling what the airports look like, as opposed to um, what default airports look like in the sim. So essentially, to me, this is not horrible. Like, I have my pet peeves with regards to scenery, like, trees that are completely covering up roadways. But look below, look below. Oh, wait. There's a jetway hooking up to that airplane. That's dope. In that sense, in that sense, Microsoft Flight Simulator kind of has a living ecosystem sometimes, just in terms of airplanes taking off and landing from airports. I mean, there are other games that are out there that have fancier graphics. Things like things. I mean, like what some of the first person games that I've seen are really detailed. But in terms of attention to detail, I like flying into an airport, recognizing the airport that it is I'm flying into, and seeing airplanes come and go, seeing airport vehicles, being able to pull up to a jetway and have it connect to my airliner. I don't have GSX, but if I did, you would see people boarding and unboarding your plane. And I told Canuck, I said, in the future, man, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2034, like land, walk out of your airplane, go to the terminal, buy a double double from Tim Hortons, and then get a coupon in the mail for like a gift certificate because you supported them virtually. Oh man, Mode 7 on the Super Nintendo. Don't even get me started. That was such an experience. So cool. So cool. And I mean, I've been flying with Microsoft Flight Simulator ever since Microsoft Flight Simulator 5.0, even before then. But when Microsoft Flight Simulator 98 came out, I I about I about lost my stuff with a Voodoo graphics card. I was hitting like 40 frames per second. It was just a different experience. It was unreal. And this is just the next level. And you do have places where you can probably make better details to even these airports. So so yeah, this is an example of what you can do with just throwing an airport together, so to speak. But I don't think they threw it together. I think it took some time to build. These are big airports. You're not going to get this done in a night. You're not going to get this done in a month. So I respect the effort. Could it look better? Sure. Could my building in Blender look better? Of course it could. But I'm just grateful that we have what we have. 98 was amazing. Oh yeah. Yep. 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 Pilot Wings, Super Mario World, F-Zero, The Legend of the Mystical Ninja. What other games? Sheesh, too many to count. But yeah, yeah, and then Wave Race on Nintendo 64, which I can play on my game box. It is just undeniably cool. So yeah, it's imperfect, and there are some things that are funny, like cars that fly over bridges instead of driving through them. But that's a limitation of the sim. And I'm hoping that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 does a much better job of addressing all those issues, because they built Microsoft Flight Simulator, or FS 2020. They built it on FSX. They stripped FSX down to a skeleton and then rebuilt it from the ground up to take advantage of things like current hardware, use more than one core at once. So yeah, yeah, this is amazing, unbelievable. Now, let me think for a moment. Can we see? Actually, I'm not using real-time weather. Let's see what real weather looks like. Hello. There we go. Oh no, this is live weather. Good, good. It's a bit foggy or a bit hazy. Where is Dallas? I can't see it from here. I can't see downtown. I think we're in between cities. That's either Dallas or Fort Worth. All right, let's go there. Point the nose down and gun it. Let's go. Yeah, in one sense, I can see that argument too. There are parts of the world where the satellite imagery is blurred out on purpose. So yeah, it's a thing. All right, point the viewpoint up, and now we're gonna blaze on up to what I believe is Fort Worth. So we are leaving the airport property, and we should probably get to what I believe is Fort Worth probably in about a minute or two. And we'll take a look at what we call photogrammetry, which is basically a pretty good approximation of satellite imagery made into 3D representations of things like buildings, stadiums, and the like. And while it's not perfect, I feel like Asobo's been tweaking the photogrammetric scenery for the past, I guess, 3 years at this point. So we're getting to the point where the photogrammetry is starting to look pretty decent. Now, photogrammetry has its limitations. You should not expect photogrammetry to look good when you get up close. But there are also a few things that I'm doing differently. Thing one, I am, what am I saying? I'm running low textures. Why does it look like I'm looking at geometric shapes? Let me check my general options. Something is not vibing here. No, this is good. This is good. I'm using DX12. So it's experimental. I guess I need to let stuff load in. That's weird. Maybe I need to reload. Maybe I loaded too much. Huh. Whoa, you flew an F4? Wow. The closest I got to Blue Thunder was watching snippets of the movie and playing Thunderblade on the Sega and on my computer. I was a big fan of Airwolf, and I played this computer game called Comanche Overkill by Novalogic, and that was my first experience with voxel-generated graphics. Yes and yes. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna go on slew mode, and I'm gonna go back to the airport and see if I can find Dallas at all. So where is Dallas actually? I wonder. Oh, I think this is it. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, I am slewing around, so it is entirely possible that that's going to cause me trouble. But let's do this. Let's temporarily boost the terrain rendering to 200. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Terrain to 200. Let's apply it. I'm going to lose some frames. That's okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oof. My frame rate dropped. But look, I think this is actually Dallas below me. Are you serious? Now that makes me want to go check out Blade Runner. I didn't know it was voxel graphics. Oh my word. Okay, that's a lot better. This, I believe, is Dallas. And you can tell, when you increase the terrain rendering, the photogrammetry gets much better. Alright, let's take her down. Now, we're going to get to the point where the the photogrammetry looks not so good, but that'll be when you start getting really close to it. As it is, we're still over downtown. And now you can kind of tell. This is basically, I think Azure AI worked to automatically create 3D models using satellite imagery and I guess approximations of what those buildings look like in real life. So that's not a dynamic reflection, that's actually a texture map. But this looks pretty good. Look at all this. This is photogrammetry. I mean, there could be some custom buildings in here, but I'm guessing this is photogrammetry. Nice. Stop motion on the people. That's cool. Yeah, and I think when you do high like airline level flights, you get to the point where it's just like you won't see that. So yeah, like I said, when you start getting up close to buildings, they do kind of look melty and imperfect. But considering how they did this, do you realize to have this much detail in anything like Lockheed Martin's prepared, even X-Plane? Do you realize how worse my frame rate would be right now? I have high levels of detail, and I'm still getting about 40s, 30s, high 30s with my 5900X and my 3060 Ti. If this was P3D and I had this much detail, I'd probably be chugging. Not to mention the fact that sim is from an era where things were rendered for like one CPU at a time. So this isn't perfect, but let me see if I can find a sweet spot where I get some of my frames back. I'm going to take it down to 150 and then leave it there and see what happens. Okay, so it is a teensy bit more melted than before, but honestly, at first glance, I don't notice it. So this is actually pretty good. Coffee Cup, they actually own Bing. Bing is their search engine, and Bing also, I think that Bing Maps is kind of a take on what they used to call Microsoft Terra Server. So they have the satellite imagery, they have the AI, they have the cloud technology. They combined all three of those. So essentially what they did was this. They told their AI, build a world. And within reason, in areas like Dallas, New York, and Los Angeles, they did it. Um, they basically took their own imagery, rendered it, and made it look like this. And they had their computers do things like remove clouds from satellite photos so that you wouldn't see them all the time. It's not perfect, but it's there. So let's say you live in Edmonton and you fly to Calgary or Vancouver or um, Minneapolis or Chicago. You will most likely be able to recognize the downtown skyline of whatever city is you're flying to, if you've been there, and probably make out some landmarks. It's even done in smaller cities now. I think, like in one sense, Amarillo, uh, Santa Fe, I think, and smaller places. I think Burbank, California, not Burbank, Santa Barbara. There we go. Fly over Henderson. Okay, I'll do that right now. If you know, let's take a look on the world map. Let's take a look on the world map. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so world map. So I don't see state lines, unfortunately, but I see Sedona, I see Phoenix, I see Vegas. Where is Henderson? Are you talking about Lake Mead? Are you talking about Groom Lake? Do you know an airport that's nearby? Because if it's around the Hoover Dam, then we can see the Hoover Dam. We can see the Grand Canyon, um, stuff like that. Zoom in on Vegas. Got it. All right. So we have Vegas right here. So we have North Las Vegas, Sunrise, Winchester, Paradise, Henderson. This is where you mean, right? Henderson Executive. Interesting. So this is Henderson as a city. There's Henderson Executive. This is, I guess, Henderson proper. So this is due east of McCarran. It's to the east. So, okay, to the east is the lake and the dam. So let's start over here, and then you can take me on a tour. All right. Let's take a look, chat. All right. So, the strip is that way. The airport's there. I'm literally right in line with arriving traffic, so I better get out of the way fast. But yeah, welcome to east of Vegas International. So here's the interstate. And the cool part about certain areas in the sim is that they've really paid attention to photogrammetry. So these places look superb. The buildings below are not photogrammetric, though. These are closer to what they call building archetypes or autogen. This is where this simulator shines. I'm at 1080p, and there are so many houses and buildings here that I can't even keep count. I remember flying over swaths of land in P3D and seeing a house here and a house there. And they looked cool. But with something like this, you can literally get down to street level and go looking for someone's house. That's I-95. Gotcha. I mean, look. Look. It's like individual houses. These aren't satellite traced. If we get closer to the city, we can uh, go there. North is what? North is Black Mountain, and behind it the test site with the nukes. Got it. So you won't see much detail on the buildings from out here, but let me cheat a bit, and we'll go ahead and slew over because I'm impatient like that. And somewhere around here, you should see the buildings change into photogrammetry. Okay, so right around here, we went from like buildings to photogrammetry. All right, so watch this. These are the buildings. And now we're going to go past the strip. So if you wanted to see what photogrammetry can do for a city, you are about to find out. We're gonna kind of take it from the top, and we're gonna go all the way down. And you know, I'm gonna put this out there. I really want to pinch my pennies this year and see if I can go to Expo in Vegas. It'd be my first trip. Mrs. DIGI and I have never been. And it would be really cool to see a lot of the people that have been a formative part of my flight simming enthusiasm for the past 6-7 years. All right, so we're flying past the golf course. 4 or 5. And now let's go ahead and sneak in between these high rises and the pointy tower. Oh, dude, thank you so much. If I am out that way, I will let you know. I think what's probably going to happen is that Mrs. Digi and I would most likely attend. I would attend kind of like the captain's meeting with all the techie reveals, and then we would do one day. I would do one day on the floor. I wouldn't need to go and see the exhibits on both Saturday and Sunday. We'd probably fly back the day, like that Sunday, or do something like that. Ooh, there we go. That's not a real world plane. Someone's flying multiplayer with me. Rock on. All right, let's go check this place out. Hover down for a closer look. Stratosphere. Okay, so this is where you really start pushing the limits of what photogrammetric scenery looks like. We are getting down to ground level. Look at this. Look at this. You can kind of tell Circus Circus. I got my nose pointed up a bit, or at least it feels that way. You can kind of tell there's some approximations that people do, and it's not perfect, but it's reasonably close. What I don't like is when photogrammetry, when you load it at a distance, it looks more geometric, which is why I sometimes don't like flying with it. But this is what they did by stretching satellite photos. And all things considered, this is good stuff. I'd say almost. Okay, sweetie, you coming through? All right, stand by, folks. Just getting up for a bit. Good thing to stretch my legs as well. All right, stand by, chat. All right, folks, I'm back. Just gonna grab the joystick, flying for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap it for tonight. So we're gonna fast forward to the more popular parts of the strip. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, the PS1 wasn't perfect, and look how successful that platform was. So Maggiano's below. I think we're passing by New York at some point, or we did, or it's back there. Treasure Island. So yeah, there you go. The Mirage. And what else do we have? The Quad. Don't know what that is, but that looks cool. Harrah's. Give me some collective, please. The Venetian. Ooh, the Venetian. Wow. All right. Let's chop the speed. And let's not hit the building. The Palazzo. The Venetian is supposed to be a really cool place. Caesar's Palace. Oh, bus tour. Nice. There you go. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And, there we go. Well, a whole bunch of places that I don't know. The Tropicana somewhere around here. I probably need to reserve a room if I'm going to stay there. Bally's. I might not stay at the Tropicana. I might stay at an adjacent hotel if I'm going to go to Expo, and then and then enjoy the event and stay somewhere else. The Bellagio. Oh, there's the wait. Hold it. Hold it. Hold on. I'm confusing everybody. It's like, whoa, you're making me dizzy. Look, look, chat, look. There's there's that pool. Now, I don't think they have water fountains that go off on a schedule, but that would be really cool if they did. As a matter of fact, somebody probably put that up on flightsim.to. I'm pretty sure they did. So, it's probably happened. But yeah, dude. I mean, this is it. Like this is the sim. Whether you call it a sim or a game, you have to acknowledge that there's been a lot of work that's been put into it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and I think actually I'm gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. But oh, there it is, New York, New York. Okay, nice. A mini Statue of Liberty. I gotta go down there. I gotta go down there. Okay, it won't be perfect. Okay, all right. Fix the collective. Trim it, trim it. There it is. There it is. There's New York, New York. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take that. And essentially, that's a bit of a cook's tour of Vegas and a cook's tour of photogrammetry as experienced in the sim. Let's put this down at the Excalibur parking lot. And we will chill for the night. Like I said, there's no Saturday or Sunday streams this weekend. I will potentially be shooting for another Friday stream on the 8th. It depends on what's going on. I don't know. We shall see. Let's see. Don't park on top of my car. Okay. Let's put it down. Where can I put it down? Where can I put it down? Okay. Okay. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. All right. How about here? How about here? Can I actually park in a spot? I don't know. Gently, gently. Ground effect is so strong in this game. There we go. Just fixing my orientation here. Oh, I got company. Nice. I don't have whatever helicopter model they have. It would be cool if I did actually in the future. But there you have it, friends. Welcome to Vegas. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I'm pulling lights and chopping the engine. And there you have it. So that's you. That's superb. Thank you. That's dope. Fantastic. I have cut the engine, so my blades are winding down, and I think this stream is winding down as well. My friends, it has been a privilege hanging out with you all tonight. I didn't expect to power through as much as I did, and I'm grateful for all of your support. I would say it's been a very interesting and very cool night. Exactly, exactly. You probably have a payware model, or it's possible that there's a freeware model that you have that I don't have from FlightSim.to. So let me know. Let me know on Discord or send me a message at some point if there's a certain kind of helicopter that's out there. Coffee Cup Arcade, thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream and for watching. Thank you to all the lurkers that stopped by tonight. I'm ducking back to the main menu. Thank you again, sincerely, to both Trip Taker and Cargo Fire and Studio Canuck for their gracious generosity, and Trip Taker for the tier 1 sub even. I'm just seriously, I'm flattered, and I am humbled for your support and for having you guys here with me tonight. I'm gonna go wind down, do a few fun things, eat a late night snack because life, and probably inform you guys off and on Discord. Um, Coffee Cup Arcade. If I haven't sent you an invite yet, I most likely will now. So I think I think you're in the team already, or in the place, but I don't see you here. So I'm probably gonna invite you now. So hold on, stand by. Um, let's see. There we go. I haven't invited you yet. I just sent you an invite on Discord. So if you haven't already, take advantage. And guys, again, thank you for being here. Appreciate the support. I'm gonna go chill. And like I always like to say at the end of every stream, if you want true peace, you want the Prince of Peace. And that's Jesus Christ. Thank you, friends. Have a great, great rest of your evening and weekend. And once more, Merry Christmas. Until next time, we'll see ya. Bye. Oh, wait. You know what? If there's anybody left, maybe we can do a raid real fast. Let's send you guys over to one of my friends. Who is still on right now? I'm pretty sure who's still on right now, but we'll find out. Let's see. Let's go say hi to... Okay, we're gonna go raid Peerluck. Here we go. Have a great night, folks. All right, stick around for the raid, whoever's left.